So Danny, it's Christmas time and we're heading into a very busy festive period.
Yep.
Let's start by talking about, obviously, the result on Saturday, a battling performance and a brilliant 3 points.
Yeah, we're in a really good run at the moment. Not in terms of injuries and lads in the treatment room, but in terms of performances and results and points, we're doing really well. A couple of points off automatic with the injury list we've got. The spirit that's being showed by the players and the supporters alike, the amount of people keep turning up. I know we're taking a load of Fleetwood, we're taking thousands to Bradford. It's a really good time to be associated with this football club. And sometimes it's times like this where you feel a little bit peed off with all the injuries and other people coming off injured, and it brings you together that little bit more, especially at Christmas time. So yeah, it's a really good time for us. We're really positive. We would have liked to have obviously all those lads out the treatment room at the moment, but come January, obviously the window opens. Hopefully we get a few lads back in early January and things start to look a bit brighter on that front.
We don't want to go into the injury list too much, but we will ask a little bit about Ryan Colclough. Obviously he came off in the first half against Wimbledon. How is he? He's getting assessed today.
Doesn't seem to be too bad. It's settled down quite a lot. Obviously we've got tomorrow as well before the game on Boxing Day. So yeah, hopefully he'll be okay, but if not, we haven't got a crystal ball. If not, then, players will come in to replace him and fill the shirt. That's what's happened the last few months, nearly all the season. We haven't really played a settled team because of the injuries. And we haven't moaned, we haven't complained. Even when we've lost, we haven't used it as an excuse. So when we win, we're not going to sort of expect too many pats on the back at the same token. So Saturday was really enjoyable because obviously the early goal helped, gave the whole team something to hold on to. And I thought Max's save at the end really epitomised the day.
Absolutely, and as we all know, football continues regardless. And going into Boxing Day against a side like Fleetwood, who have just lost their manager, it's always going to throw up a different challenge.
Spot on, Kurt. We always obviously do clips and reviews of the opposition whilst focusing on ourselves, obviously, but when they've just lost their manager or he's got sacked, whatever the situation was, and there's no sort of comment on who the replacement is, it's very hard to show too much of what they've done because 99% of the time a new manager, even a caretaker, will do something completely different to try and spark a reaction. But we have to make them aware of what they've been doing regardless of Charlie Adam losing his job. What we do know is that they're a well-established league club. They've got some good players, and even if they haven't got a fixed manager in place, I'm sure those players will just raise their game a little bit in case that manager is watching on from the stands.
100%. It's always that case with a team when a manager goes. You kind of expect a little bit of improved performance from them, so it's going to be difficult going into a home game against them.
Yeah, definitely. What's great, we're going into it in a really, I wouldn't even say form because I'm not really talking about form, but in just a really good vibe. The lads who are fit are working so hard. I think they're enjoying the challenge. They're enjoying sort of being a little bit walking wounded at times and going up against it. And I wouldn't say we're underdogs, not at all, because we're Chesterfield, we're a big club. But I think you saw the reaction when that final whistle went Saturday. That's something we had at Carlisle, we had Barrow at home. We're now gone from a team getting criticised for conceding lots of goals to the complete opposite. So we can't just relax. I think that's it now. We're a team that just has to turn up and we'll keep a clean sheet and win the game. We have to keep those work ethics within our mindset. We have to promote the same things we've been talking about, i.e. being hard to beat, whilst also not losing the Paul Cook way of playing football. And I think we've got that balance bang on, and thus the performances in recent weeks.
And around 1,000 going to Fleetwood, around 2,500 going to Bradford. How important is it to have that sort of support over that Christmas period?
It's always important. We were all really pleased with the result at Carlisle, obviously for the points, but for the supporters that travelled, because they'd had too many happy away days in recent weeks, i.e. MK, Harrogate and Exeter. So for those who travelled, hopefully they enjoyed their weekends. Haven't had an away day they could enjoy too much recently, and especially after Christmas. They've had the celebrations of Christmas Day. Let's give them another something to sing about on Boxing Day, which really tops off the festive period.
And lastly, the Fleetwood game marks Paul Cook's 300th game in charge of Chesterfield Football Club. How important has Paul been since he's returned to the club?
Very important. I think that's a huge milestone. Not many managers have got that, have they, on their CV, that amount of games, and you don't have that amount of games if you don't win games, and that's what the gaffer has done and continues to do. So we all support him, sort of on and off the pitch. We try and help him obviously be the manager that he is, He's been really good with us all as staff, and I'm sure we'll give him a nice pat on the back and maybe a beer if we win at Fleetwood.